Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today I'm discussing differential equations, especially proving parts. So, for example, this is the October 2021 33 variant. I will discuss only proving part. Second part, I will not do it because that most students know how to do it. So, first of all, from here to can start and you prove it. This is not a hard. I think you can do inshallah yourself. But now I'm discussing how to prove it. Now let's start first of all. Area 20,000 kilometers square, a large plantation of area. This much is becoming infected. Okay, and the plant disease. So total area 20,000, 20 kilometers square and becoming infected. Okay, at a time T years, the area infected is X. So X representing by the infected. So rate of increase of X rate is a very important thing is what whenever the rate word will come rate, I will deal d over dt. This is one of the most important point. When now, for example, rate of increase of x. So how write it? dx over dt. Okay, rate of increase of x is this one dx by dt. So this is called d. And he said that okay, so this is a very clear rate of increase of x. Okay, rate of increase of x is proportional, and all of you know this is sign of proportional to the ratio of the area ratio. And all of you know ratio means what? Dividing two things, up and down. Okay, so infected area, two means division sign. Okay, and divide the not affected. So infected area, keep it up, and at not infected area. Okay, unaffected, you can say also unaffected area. Anyway, so this is a planning. So let's start. So proportional to infected area, and that is very clear. We know x. So what is uninfected? Naturally from 20, that is subtract because total is 20. So this become 20 minus x. How I know? Because even we get a hint from here. And second number, common sense, 20 is a total area. Is let's say if one is infected, so what left? 19. If two infected, so 20 minus 2, 18. So from total, we have to subtract. The remaining is called uninfected area. So that is why if x is there, 20 minus x, so I remain 20 minus x. And I believe you got it. How I got 20 minus x is done. Now, thing is that we have to show this connection. So we have given some data on always given. So I'm going to put it. Before I put it, how to remove the proportional sign? We done in lower grades even. Whenever we remove the proportional sign and put an equal sign here, we always get a k. Always get a k. K is not a fix. It's actually constant of proportionality. Okay, any constant. Okay, now I'm going to put some data. And what is the data? I'm going to put x equal to 1. It comes from here. And dx over dt, I get 1. It also comes from here. And that's it. I'm going to plug in, get ready. This goes here. I got a 1. And this x comes here. I got a k times 2, 1. This 1 comes here and 20 minus 1. So I got y equal to k over 19. And finally, I get 19 multiplies there. And k value is coming 19. This value plug in back in equation. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I think you got the idea, but I will add one thing here. What I'm going to add here, proved. So this is target is proved. So now sometime increasing, and rate of increase is this, rate of decrease. If the word rate of decrease come, we will put minus sign only. That's it. Repeat again. If rate of increase or positive, rate of decrease or negative, rest everything same. So make sure this idea, I hope so clear, and let's go for next question. Yes, student, this is a question we have, June 2021, 33 variant, question number 7. Again, we'll try first part only, the proving part, okay? So first of all, try to focus on the question. Important part is what here, that normal to curve. So it means this is a PN is a normal to curve. Actually, if I draw a line here, this is called tangent. This is tangent, very, very clear, tangent. And what this black line, this one P to N is called normal. Okay, normal. This is very, very clear. Okay, and he mentioned even here, normal to curve at P is given here. Okay, and P x coordinate, y coordinate. So P is what? X comma y. In this sense, this is x value and this is a y value. I think you got the idea. What I'm saying here? So first of all, this is my connection to prove it. How I can prove this connection? So first of all, one thing is very, very clear. So if I say what is a gradient of gradient of this line, so this is normal. Okay, let's try to find gradient of normal. And gradient of normal, what is method to find? Let's start. So gradient of the normal, gradient of the normal. Okay, according to plan, I can say that what is the formula? Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is a formula normally we use. Okay, all right. This gap is called, if I, because I'm looking for the normal of the gradient of the normal, so this is called change in x, because this is the total x2, there's x1, and this gap is called mn. So here I'm writing directly mn. So this is very, very clear why I wrote mn here. Reason is very clear, because this gap is called x2 minus x1, so I replace. And according to this coordinates, system is very clear. If I have this a 0.25, what does mean? This means that this gap is 2 and this gap is 5. In this sense, this xy represent what? So from here to here, x gap, and from here to here is y gap. So this is a y gap. Okay. So in this sense, my question, what is a this is y2 minus y1, because I'm looking for the normal gradient. So y2 minus y1, in the place of this, I'm writing only y. So this I got gradient of normal. I repeat my word, this red line, sorry, this line gradient is m by, okay, m1 clear. But interesting part, you know it very well and very clear. This is all these lines, this is a prominent we have. I discuss always in my lectures, okay, that all these lines which cutting first and third quadrant, always positive gradient. And all these lines which cutting second and fourth quadrant, they have always a negative gradient. So we have to concentrate. This is a line parallel to green line. So this means this is a negative gradient. I must write minus outside. This is the extra part. So it means gradient of normal becomes this much. If this is a gradient of normal, then what is gradient of tangent? So I'm writing here gradient of tangent. And all of you know negative reciprocal. For example, tangent gradient is a 3 by 2, negative 3 by 2. Imagine. Then what is a negative 3 by 2? Sorry. Then what is a normal? 2 goes up, 3 goes down, and sign changes, become plus. So same story here. So what is going to change? Now this will go up, mn will come up, and this y will go down. So will go down, and minus become plus. Plus you write or don't write, no problem at all. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. In this sense, I got gradient of tangent, and tangent gradient by nature, by default, is actually equal to dy over dx. This link we done in the O levels. So that is writing as we can say that gradient of tangent equal to tan theta. As we know that, so dy, okay, I can write it again, tan theta, tan x is equals to, or I can write not tan x, I write a gradient thing better. So gradient is actually dy over dx, and all people are familiar with that. So gradient of tangent, I replace this. So this is a value goes there. That's simple. So I can say that mn divided by y equals to dy over dx. And target is achieved. Little awkward, but I hope so. You got idea. I revise again. First of all, I found the gradient of the normal, which is becoming this, and then find the gradient of tangent, which is this. And then I said that tangent gradient and dy dx are equal, and target is achieved. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Let's go for the next point. Yes, student, this is a question, June 18, second example I'm quoting here, June 18, 32 variant question number 3. And what a question is, in this diagram, the tangent to curve is given at P. This is a tangent to curve. The previous question, he given us tangent of normal actually, okay? So this is a tangent to curve. That is normal to curve. Okay. He said that this n is a foot of perpendicular. You see clearly. And this xy, what does xy stands for? It means the gap from here to here is x. And gap from here to here is actually y. So this height, we can say y here. Very clear approach. Okay. He's saying further that the important thing, the values of the gradient of curve is positive. You know, it's a positive thing, okay? And Tn is 2 gaps. So this gap is 2. So this gap is 2. From T to N, this gap is 2. Okay. What is our target to prove? Target to prove is this one. So dy dx involved. And you must know, student, dy or dx is also called gradient. And gradient is always called y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, now first of all, you concentrate and tell me what is y2 minus y1. Actually, this is a difference of the y coordinates. So y coordinates is here and y coordinates here. So that difference is very, very clear is y. So here y2 minus y1, I'm copying simple y here. And x2 minus x1, the gap between t2 and, because I talk about the gradient. Okay, so actually gradient is here. I talk about this line gradient. Okay, and this line gradient is what is x1 y1 here, and what is x2 y what is difference between, actually we make always triangle this kind of format, and what is the gap between here to there, right? So or we can say this gap is 2, so that is why x2 minus x1 we can say 2, so y by 2. Or you can write this format, or you can write dy over dx is equals to half y. So target is achieved, and I believe you got the idea how we done by 1 mark answer only. And after this question, we'll go for similar kind of another question. You student, now you do one thing. Question number this October 1633 variant. So this question I part. So all of you try I part, and then I will do this question myself. But keep your eye, especially correct. The gradient of the curve is equal to the area of the triangle OPN. This sentence will help you to solve it. So take your time first, then I do this question myself. Okay, student, I think you took a good time to practice. Let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The gradient of the curve is equal to area of the triangle. I repeat, the gradient, and whenever the word gradient comes, we always write dy over dx is equal to what? The area of the triangle. And what is the triangle area? OPN is very clear. Half into base into height. For your knowledge, ON is and PN. For this, what is XY? We can say this gap is X and this gap is Y. So we can write it half into X into Y. So dy over dx. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let me read a question again. Triangle OPN. Yes, exactly. So nothing extra after this. This is our final answer. And then he can ask you further part, you know it very well. Make it egg y in terms of x, and then, you know, make a y subject. Okay, after this question, let's go another question of similar nature, but a little bit complicated. Yes, student, this one, another one, we have June 2008, paper 3, okay. Only you have tried first part. Hold on. And he said again the same story, use a fact that a gradient of the curve is equals to this one. How to get in? You know, opposite by adjacent, all of you know, because gradient. So we have another part given here, the area of triangle is equal to tan x. Okay, this connection, you use the both connections and try to prove this answer, and make sure cot is there and tan. And you know, if I bring 1 by tan, and that will turn to be cot. So this is a hint for you. So try to use this both connections and show this link, which I wrote down for 3 marks. So first you try, and then I will do this question, inshallah. So take your time, please. So have a look here, students, all of you. They have given 2 links. Area of the triangle is equal to tan theta. So before I start, what is the x p coordinate, x and y? We can say that a gap from here till here is x, and gap from here to here is y. So first he said that area of triangle, PTN is equal to what? Sorry, equal to what? Tan x. He given us. So what is the triangle area formula? Basically half into base into height. Half into base into height. What is the base? Tn. And what is the height? Pn. Equal to tan x. Okay, I repeat. This is base, I copied here. This is a height, I copied here. But base, I'm not sure. I'm leaving as it is, Tn. I'm not changing. But a height, I'm sure y. So I'm replacing it here. Half into Tn times to y equal to tan x. From here, I can get a Tn subject. 2 multiplies with tan. So 2 tan x over y. So I got a subject Tn from here. Now I will use this connection. The gradient of the curve is equals to this one. So I'm writing here. So gradient is equals to Pn by Tn. Pn by Tn. Okay, gradient is, and this is my ultimate target, and you know it very well. The gradient is also called dy dx. This is a nothing difference. So I'm writing here dy over dx. And Pn value again of y I'm copying on the top. But Tn value I will take from here, Tn value and copy here. So when I copy here 2 times to 10x over y, and you know very well when fractions come in denominator, so this b will flip up, b by a. So this y will flip up, it will go up. So y squared by 210x. And after that, you know this very well, half is my target, so it's achieved. Y square copied, so achieved. And what left? 1 over 10 square. And 1 over 10, not square, sorry, 1 over 10 is called cot. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And I believe the target is achieved and we have done it. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. This part is over. And let's go for similar kind of next question. Yes, student, this question we have to do now. First, you try this question. This is June 2007. And you know it very well, rate of increase is proportional to that. I think nothing hard. You can finish in maximum 1 or 2 minutes maximum. So please try all the A part. And then I will do this question myself. So take your time, please. Yes, students, you took a reasonable time and let's start. You know, student, whenever the rate come, rate, I said before, so D, rate is always fixed. Rate means D over dt, If you say rate of increase of radius, so dr by dt. He said rate of increase of area, dA by dt. He said rate of increase of height, so dh by dt. So I can write here dh by dt is proportional to this. So proportional sign, all of you know. And whenever increase comes, so plus. Decrease, so minus. That is very clear. So in case he said decrease here, I must write minus sign like this. But now increase. So whenever we remove the proportional sign, we get an equal sign and k comes automatically. Some student confused that why he given so much data. That you use for the part number 2 and onwards. You know, whenever we do part number 2, we get a plus C. For that reason, we use this data. And now I will use what? I will use these 2 data only here. So I plug in what? I plug in here, I put here T equals to, sorry, H is equals to 1 and dH by dt is equals to 0.2. You can see both values given here. So when I put this value here, 0.2, when I plug in 1 here, so 9 minus 1 and 1 over 3. And all of you know this is a 8 to the power 1 by 3 is 2. And this goes down and k value is divided, so it means 0.1. 0.1, when you plug in back in equation here, so we get our connection. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I believe the point is very, very clear. And this is my answer. So proved. Okay, now let's try to do similar kind of question. Another one and get ready for that. Yes, student, now I searched another question for you. October 10, 32 variant. Only you will try first part. And almost similar approach here. So almost similar approach. So I'll try, please, all of you. I'm going to pause the video. So take your time and solve it. Yes, student, I'm going to start now. You took a reasonable time. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Once again, he said that the certain substance is formed in chemical reaction. The mass of substance formed after the start of the reaction, x grams. At any time, the rate of formation of substance is proportional to. It's a very interesting rate. Rate, I said before, d over dt is called rate. But rate of what? Is substance. And substance, what? X grams. Second number we hint is available in the down here. So I can write here dx over dt is proportional to what? is proportional to this one. So I'm writing here 20 minus x is done. I will remove it and proportional sign. I put here equal sign and k will come automatically. Now, students, I will use this data. Okay, I will put here x is equal to 0, and dx over dt is equals to 1. So when I use it here, so this 1 comes here, and k and 20 minus 0, and ultimately this 20 will go down, and k value become 1 by 20 or 0.05. This value I plug in back in equation, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, finally I get my answer. And I believe this is nothing hard at all, proved. So this is done, and let's go for next plan. Yes, student, now there's another question. There's a June 1133 variant question number 9. You will try only first part, okay? So don't try to solve other ones. So only I part you solve. I'm giving some time to you. Try first yourself. Go ahead, please. Yes, student, time to start now. What a question in this here. Rate of formation of X is proportional to what? Product of mass Y and Z. Okay, and make sure he given us the, look at it in order. The X is small x. Y stand for 10 minus X. Z stand for 20 minus X. So be careful about this one. So now he said product of Y and Z. So Y and Z, Y and Z, Y is this Z. And even we can see from our answer even. So I'm starting here and writing because rate of formation of X. So I can write it here dx over dt proportional to two parts. And one is the x 10 minus x and 20 minus x. 10 minus x and 20 minus x. And you know it very well. We will remove it and write proportional sign and remove it and put a k here. After this, what we'll do, put some values and given by him. So put what? If you look at carefully, dx over dt is 2 and t and x is 0, 0. So dx over dt is 2. dx over dt is equals to 2 and x is 0. When I plug in 2 here and k and 10 minus 0 and 20 minus 0, I got 200k. And this goes down under it and it divides and I get a 0.01. If we check it here, the same numbers come here. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this value plug in back in equation. So dx by dt is 0.01 times to 10 minus x and 20 minus x. So proved. So I believe this part is very, very clear. And now I'm going for the next plan now. From here onwards, I change the plan. Now I discuss more than two variable involved in the question. Look at here. Here, x involved and t. X and t. Two variable involved. Two variable involved. Okay, two variables. Now onwards, I'm discussing those questions in which more than two variable involved. So get ready for those kind of questions. Yes, student, this is what I said before, more than two variable involved the question. This is October 2009, paper 3, no variant, you know, variant is not there, okay? And question number 10, I'm going to start. In this question, we have more than two variable involved. That is why it's a tough idea. So let's start. This question completely I solved myself. The modulus sphere of expansion of sphere of radius r. Okay. Assume that the rate of increase of surface area is proportional to volume. This is the most important sentence. I repeat again. What he said. He said increase of, let me write here first. So dA by, rate of increase of area. So I'm writing dA by dt is proportional to volume. Is proportional to volume. Okay. All right. When I remove this proportional sign, naturally I will get a k volume. But thing is that this is my target. And he said that show this connection. You know, look at here. What is how many variable involved here? Radius involved and time involved. But what variable here we have? We have area, time, and volume. So see, more than two variable involved in the question. So this kind of question when comes, so what is technique to do? I'm going to discuss now. And get ready, all of you. Best technique, how to start. What is my target? I will write. And this kind of question, only one choice. So chain rule I will use. Otherwise, these kind of questions we can't solve. So whenever more than two variable involved, I repeat, more than two variable used in a question, okay, are used in question, so we use only chain rule. So what, how to start chain rule, what is the target, that is chain rule. So let's start. Dr by dt is my target. I will write from here, and you know it very well. We write two fractions. This come in the first numerator, this goes always in second denominator. So look, I'm writing. Done. Now which variable will come here and here, it depends upon this equation. Okay, it is a very clear and prominent dA by dt. So this dA by dt I'm writing in blue, writing dA. How I guess I have right volume area? Because it is given above here. I think you people understanding up till now. Okay, so now one by one we'll try. This we have, luckily we have. I will copy from here k volume, and volume of the formula. Even he mentioned here, volume formula of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Because my target is to achieve this only. In that target, only radius involved, r and number. So here k involved. How to get rid of k and volume? So volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. I will replace the volume formula. You know it very well. Volume formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube of sphere. Now I talk about, students, what is the surface area of the sphere? You can ask one question, sir, why you're looking for surface area formula? Logic is very clear, and formula 4 pi r square given by him. And you ask me what reason behind it. What is this link? Radius by area. And we can find only by this differentiation. So it means dA up, d radius down. This comes up, radius goes down. Area with respect to radius. So 4 pi untouched. What is r square derivative? 2r. Power comes down and power 1 less. 8 pi r. This is a value of dA over dr. But I need reciprocal. Look at here, they are reciprocal. So if I flip it here, dr by dA will give us 1 over 8 pi r. This value I'm going to plug in here. I believe now gradually you're understanding why I am replacing all these things. Up till here, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, clear. R cancel, pi cancel, sorry. Pi cancel. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. R cancel with r square. And this I get dr by dt k times 2, r square by 6. 3 twos are 6. I believe you understanding up till now what I have done here. Now, students, is our target achieved? No, we have to get rid of k value. So how to get rid of k value? T0 R5. T0 R5, and even second formula. So I repeat my words. Look at here, students. I'm writing now here. T0, let me write in a blue color. So T equal to 0, R is equal to 5, and dr by dt equal to 2. So this data I will shift. This data I will shift on. Hold on. This data I'm going to shift there, and I'm going to put it here. Okay, now you know it very well, student. This will go here. Okay, 2 will go left hand side, and r will go here. And k times 2, 5 to power 2 by 6. 6 multiplies there, and 25 divide 12 by 25. And 12 by 25, if you type in calculator, it is giving us 0.08. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, done. Oh, no, sorry. So there's a mistake here. It's a mistake here. Wait a minute. So this is if I type in calculator. Hold on, let me type in calculator. And 12 divided by 25, it is coming 0.48. 0.48. This value I'm going to copy here. So when I plug in this one, so dr over dt equal to k, 0.48 over 6 and r square. This simplify and I get us 0.08 r square. And alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, the target is achieved, and we have done it. So you observe, student, when more than two variable involved, we have only one choice to solve the question by chain rule. And I suggest as a teacher, so please note down this year number and you will do this question again. And now I'm going to give you a new question. Get ready for it. Yes, student, this question is October 2008 and almost same approach. And this you will try only first part. Only first part you will try. Okay, I give you this task to you. So first part only try for 4 marks. Almost same approach. So use chain rule formula. But question come in mind how to start. This is dH by dt. So we'll write dH by dt here and write two fractions. You know it very well, dH and dt. And I'm not writing here what value plug in here. I'm not writing it. Depend upon the question. And we have given one connection given here. Last question, we have a sphere. But this connection we have given, we can differentiate this also. You know it very well how to differentiate d volume by d height. I'm not doing it. It means you can guess from here what to put. I'm not going to help you further. Now decide yourself. Naturally, I think it is very clear the volume will come here. So take your time and solve and then wait for me. Go ahead, please. Yes, student, let's start. I hope so you're finished or you're stuck. No problem in both options. So have a look here. First question, how to start because this is my target. I will write it here. So I'm writing here by chain rule. This is the best way of starting. Okay, dH by d is my target. I'm writing dH by dt. I write two fractions. Here dH, here dt. Now third will be what I don't know, but this will help is helping us. And that is volume is equals to 4 over 3 h cube. It means if I differentiate volume with respect to height, I will get dv by dh. 4 by 3 as it is. 3 will comes down and power 1 less 3 cancel out. 4h squared. This dv by dh. I think I can guess from here. If I flip it, dh up and d volume down, I get 1 over 4h squared. So I think I can guess it here. That I think this volume is helping us. So I'm writing in a blue color so you can understand d volume and d volume. Okay, now this value is coming from here. I'm writing 1 over 4h squared. And what it's coming from where? It is given a hint here. Let's start that one. Student, look at here. He said the rate, the liquid is poured into rate of 20 per hour, poured into, right? Poured into, poured in. It means this water going inside is dealing as a positive. And liquid is lost at a rate. This is, I think, hard. That is why students stuck. Okay, liquid is lost at a rate of this one. So maybe there's a maybe some leakage is there. Let me write. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me read. Did he mention leakage is there? It's not leakage there mentioned, but he said liquid is low. Oh yeah, leakage is mentioned here. Due to the owing the leakage, the liquid is lost at a rate of this. So I will write. This I'm writing, student. Look at here. Look at here. I'm writing d volume by dt. How we know? Rate of volume. So 20 positive, 20 positive. And second connection is this I'm writing is slightly left side. Second connection, d volume by dt is proportional to h square, but lost. So I said before, whenever decreasing come negative and h square, I will write here equal, and this will be turned to be negative kh square. Look at here, volume, they are same or not same? This liquid going in the water, in the tank, and this water liquid going out. I can combine them. So if I combine them, you must show right the word combining. Combining one number and two number. So what I get, d volume by d time is 20 minus kh square. Hold on. This 20 come from here and negative k square come from here. So 20 minus kh square. This is a value of this one. So which I'm going to replace where? D, I'm going to replace it here. So let's start 20 minus kh square. 20 minus kh square. I think student, now you got a right direction. that how we can do it. Now, this is my target to achieve from here. Common sense, we have two fractions. So how to make two fractions? It will multiply with that and multiply with this even. So both. So when I multiply with this, so 4 into 5, 20, I get 5 by h square. And when this multiply with that, h square cancel, I get k divided by 4. And I believe up till here, you're not getting any big problem. Now, I'm close to my answer is matching, but I get a k value, game is over. For that reason, I will use this data to plug in that here. So I will put 4.95, I'm putting it here, 4.95. And h value putting 1 and 1 here, 1 only here, sorry. So k by 4. So this goes there, or this goes on the other side, k by 4. And this subtract from 5. If you subtract 4.95, 0.05 left behind. 4 multiply 4 5s are 20. So I get 0.2. And 0.2, I'm going to plug in it here. And when I plug in it there, then finally what I get, d, this is equation number 1. And I'm writing here, put in 1. So dh by dt, 5 by h square as it is. When I copy this 0.2 here, 0.2 by 4. If you type in calculator 0.2 by 4, 0.2 actually 1 by 5. When I copy 1 by 5 here and 5 4s are 20. So Mabruk, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. I have done the proof, the job is done. And question is completely over. This was a little bit hard idea, but I hope so I got a point. And let's go for the next one. Yes, students, this is another example, June 2020 and variant 33. And question number 10, you can see here. So this data given, he said in the beginning when time was 0, so the height was, the R value is actually, I think this container was full maybe. Let me read yourself. This is a, okay, and then after, yeah, when time is 14, tank become empty. In the beginning, the height of the liquid is actually R. You read this whole paragraph carefully and make sure the waters begin flow out. There's no flow in this question, flow out. That is why you can see the negative sign here available. Okay, I think you can try and do the first part A only. Again, 4-mark question. And I think so more than 2 variable involved in this question, you should go for chain rule formula. So try yourself first, and then I will do this question, inshallah, myself. So let's start, student. This question I have given to solve. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The tank container containing water in the form of the hemisphere, you can see clearly. Axis is vertical. This is called axis. This is called axis. Okay, and lowest point of this is A given here. Depth of water is given H. Okay, when time is 0, tank is full. What is this full means? Is a full, so height of the water is equal to radius, because look at radius. So I am writing here, when time was 0, height is R. Okay, and when he said, when at instant the tap at A is open, here water is leaking and water begins to flow out. And proportional to, he said water begins. So water begins to flow out and proportional to this one. So I can say here d volume by dt is proportional to negative root of h. Why I put negative? Because is a, you know, it's a flowing out. That is why. Okay. And the tank become empty when t is 14. So t is 14, h becomes 0. Okay, this data is very important to use. Further, he's saying he given us this connection. So volume is given by him is 1/3 pi 3rh square minus h cube. All right, and what is the target to prove is this? And keep your eye on left hand side. Whenever we have to remove it, dv by dt is equals to negative k times to root of h. This connection, we got it, and keep it aside here. And now what is my target to prove this one? And right here, by chain rule. By chain rule. What is your target to achieve? Start from there. So dH by dt is a target, and I will write always two fractions. This comes in first numerator, this goes in second denominator. I think idea is very clear. So dH here and dt here. So I think I can sense from here, here we have volume with respect to height. So if I, I think I can multiply inside first and then differentiate, or I can differentiate directly even. 3 cancel out. I get pi r h square. Same here, 1 by 3 pi r h cube. Let me recheck. Now I'm differentiating dv by dh. Okay, dv by dh. So h, this becomes 2h. So 2 pi r into h. So this is 3x, 3r square, 3h square, sorry. 3 will come down, will cancel, and pi h square is answer. So you can see from here, students, this connection, I think if I write d volume here and d volume here, my target can be achieved. How I can achieve my target? So this is done, and this is from here. This is the only, there's a reciprocal I will plug in. So so this will go total in denominator, and I get 2 pi r time to h and pi h square, and this value come from the top, negative k root of h. And now my target achieved is this one target. You can say that this root of h should go down and multiply to get this answer. So negative k I'm copying up. One more thing to see that pi is not involved there. So this pi I should take common out. Minus k and pi outside. 2rh and minus h square come from here. And this I bring denominator become h to power negative half. Now, student, we can see here, this value should multiply inside to get this answer. And I think so you're understanding negative k by pi. Hold on. Negative k by pi. I'm leaving as it is. So this multiply inside. So you know variable 2r, negative half and 1. Negative half and 1. To LCM, negative 1 plus 2, we got a half. Half. So h value becoming half. Check it matches or not matches. Yes, it matches. Negative half and 2. 2 minus half, 2 to the 4 minus 1, 3 by 2. So here I get power 3 by 2, and which is also same. But interesting factor, we have what here? Hold on. Before I start, I will assume, look at here. I will assume what here? I will assume here, let k by pi is dealing as a b. It depends more upon the question. The thing is what to prove. So it means this and this together will become b. So I think the target is achieved, and I can say that dh by dt is actually equal to negative b, or negative right in the here, b over 2r h to power half minus h to power 3 by 2. So Mabruk, the target is achieved, and we have done it. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I believe you got the idea very well of differential equations proving cup.